Now, it's been almost 24 hours after the government pathologist Bernard conducted an autopsy on the body of the late Albert Ojwang at the city mortuary, and the revelation was that Ojwang had injuries that suggested he clearly did not commit suicide as per the police report earlier. Now, since then, Kenyans on social media are pushing for the hashtag Justice for Albert Ojwang, and so far people have been waiting to see what will be the government's response into this. And also at the moment, the IPOA, which is also in charge of investigating such cases, especially where police brutality is involved, is becoming questionable on whether they are going to deliver justice for the late Albert Ojwang. And you know why? Because now we have information that the Central Police Station has indeed working CCTV cameras, which were also switched on during that fateful night when Albert was presented at the Central Police Station. Now, this is according to blogger Cyprian Nyakundi, who is a very trusted source of information there on the X page, and he has tweeted some concerns against IPOA. And Kenyans are not believing that the IPOA detectives are doing their investigation thorough, or they are trying to cover something up in this case. Now, this is what Nyakundi has tweeted. He says that, and I quote, IPOA detectives are now pushing the theory that Albert Ojwang was killed inside the Central Police Station cell. According to their official line, he was clobbered to death while in isolation, possibly to facilitate torture. They are downplaying any suggestion that he might have been taken out of the cell, assaulted elsewhere, then returned and staged for booking. But why are they so insistent on this version of events? It's likely because admitting Albert was removed from the cell and tortured outside would raise serious questions. That would suggest his murder wasn't just for just a case of a few rogue officers losing control. It would point to a premeditated operation involving coordination between multiple officers or even higher ranking officials. It would expose the existence of a system that allows suspects to be abducted, tortured, and quietly killed off the record. Keeping the crime inside the cell allows IPOA to control the narrative. It limits responsibility to the officers on shift that night, creates the illusion of swift accountability, and avoids implicating more powerful individuals. In short, it helps protect the state from being linked to what increasingly looks like a planned execution. There are almost 5 hours the authorities have failed to account for as per the events shared earlier. IPOA is trying to cover up. Yes, that is according to Cyprian Nyakundi, who says that the IPOA have not accounted for some 5 hours. I guess that is between 9:30 p.m. and somewhere around 2:30 a.m. when that is an hour before Albert was confirmed or pronounced dead. Now, he went on to add that Central Police Station has working CCTVs, and he has confirmed that. So the question is, why there are the IPOA officials who have access to that footage busy selling us theories, and this time they cannot cook the story that like they have done in other cases. So the question is, was Albert taken out of Central Police Station by the killer squad? And this is a yes or no question which IPOA should answer. And there are 5 hours that he insists that should be accounted for in this story, because he goes on to add on saying that the Central Police Station must release CCTV footage from 9 p.m. on Saturday, June 7th to 4 a.m. on Sunday, June 8th. The cameras work. That's confirmed. Albert was booked at 2:35 a.m. and declared dead by 3:45 a.m. So, where was he between 9:30 p.m. and 2:30 a.m.? Show us the footages. No more stories. Yes, that is what Cyprian is pushing the narrative right about now. And it also, you remember, it's come at a time when the DIG Langat is facing so much pressure. Even we have seen today earlier in Senate, the Senator Aaron Cheruiyot, who is also a very close friend to to this person, what's his name, DIG Langat, asking him to step aside so that the investigations can run smoothly. Saying that he's a friend, but he must step away from the case for his conscience to be clear. Yes, so also at the same time, the Kenyan MPs have said that they want the DCI to be given an extra 150 million shillings to buy and maintain a system to track social media users. This comes at a time even as many of them hypocritically send condolences over the murder of Albert. So this is quite a shocking twist, because the MPs are now saying that the DCI should be given more money to try and track Kenyans who are expressing their opinions on social media. Now, we have some new information coming in. It says that IPOA Vice Chair Anne Mwangi says CCTV footage at Central Police Station was tampered with. An investigation as investigations into Albert Ojwang's death intensify. Wow, that is some major shocking breaking news. The IPOA Vice Chair Anne Mwangi has said that the CCTV footage at Central Police Station was tampered with. Okay, that is the latest story we have now, even as the likes of Cyprian Nyakundi were requesting for the IPOA to release the CCTV footages on that night when Albert Mwangi is said to have lost his life. It is not yet confirmed whether it was inside the Central Police Station or they could have ended his life somewhere else and then left him there at the Central Police Station before booking him for mortuary at City Mortuary. So the IPOA is now making this case a bit hard because the investigation is now gonna be tough when the CCTV footage is not there to be seen. And that is the latest. The IPOA Vice Chair Anne Mwangi has just stated that the CCTV footage was tampered with, and we question who could have had the time to tamper with the CCTV footage. In reaction, Blatter Jaramba says it was a planned assassination. They wanted him dead. Why is DIG Lagat still in office and having authority and power to manipulate these investigations? Sabul Ian says there are clear signs of external police interference in this matter. It seems someone is intent on framing DIG Eliud Lagat. While he may have ordered Albert's arrest, it is implausible he intended his death. As a seasoned officer, Langat understands the law and its consequence. He would not have filed a formal complaint and transferred Albert from Homa Bay to Nairobi only to have him killed in custody. If harm was intent, it would have not been through official channels. I firmly believe Langat is innocent. Okay, this is someone with rather a different opinion on the implications that have been named on DIG Eliud Langat. So this is the guy tampering with evidence. This says Sinkarasan, Eliud Lagat must resign, not tomorrow, now. You do not sit at top of a force that kills unarmed civilians, then pretend to lead with honor. The blood on your badge is not invisible. Step aside or be remembered as the man who protected murderers. So that is the latest. Now we'll be following up on this news story, but it has been confirmed that the IPOA Vice Chair Anne Mwangi has said the CCTV footage at the Central Police Station, which would be a very big would have played a very big part in identifying who killed Albert Mwangi, at the Central Police Station as the family still continues to mourn. You remember Eric Omondi visited the family, and they are trying to work now on a pay bill as Kenyans try to support the family. You remember yesterday night, in just 11 minutes, Albert Mwangi's father, his M-Pesa was filled in just 11 minutes. Kenyans sent over $500,000 to his number, such that he had to provide another M-Pesa number because people are so much touched by this story and they want to support. Kenyans want to make this happen for the family, and they don't want any politician to come and claim some favor here from the people by trying and help the situation. This Kenyans ni team sisi kwa sisi. They are doing it for one of their own. So if the CCTV footage at the police stations can be tampered with, then Kenyans can now should now Kenyans even agree to be arrested and taken to police station anymore, because it has been confirmed from the IPOA vice chair Anne Mwangi, saying that the CCTV footage at the Central Police Station was tampered with, which could have been big evidence. We needed to find the person responsible for the murder of Albert Mwangi. Yes, that is where we are right now, as the Senate even continues to ignite more pressure on the government to investigate this. But that is the story that is happening, and we'll make sure that we bring you more updates on this story of Albert Mwangi, because we are following up keenly to ensure that justice is delivered for our slain hero. Bye bye for now.